Tchoukball! ETBF edition!
Zeros and spin shots, 90s and 45s. And it's Tchoukball that makes us feel slower.
Hi and welcome to day 2 of the EWC live commentary. The next game up is
Are Club Comtois from France and Le Chaux-de-Fonds from Switzerland. This will be an interesting match for both sides, as Le Chaux-de-Fonds is one of the team we are looking forward for winning the Winners' Cup, and the Club Comtois is coming as a newcomer, as it's the first time they're competing in the Winners' Cup, as they won the French Championship.
with you from the commentating studio is Mari Haugen.
Filippo Burresi.
Tara Grenier.
And
No doubt you could hear the teams, their chants there, taking to the court. It's set to be another exciting match.
definitely.
Refereeing will be the Italian team from Sarano. So I know the kind of different referee we saw live yesterday. Let's see how we'll do, because this match, in my opinion, is interesting from both sides, but as well, Chaux-de-Fonds should be get the up end, as they are a good, really amazing team. They won last year Silver Cup. Is one of the team who won it the championship or the Swiss Cup. Remember you, the first team in the championship and in the Swiss Cup going to the Winners' Cup, and the second team for both competition going to the Silver Cup.
And we're off.
It try to make this first shot, but doesn't count. They're arriving, and a good defense from the French guys. Pretty interesting.
French Comtois have come quite a long way in the past few years after they were taken over by Sylvain Florian, number 22, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. The club was dwindling a little bit. He's brought them back to new heights. Winning Coupe de France, Championnat de France. Coming on in leaps and bounds.
Great shot.
Well, you need to think as well that before the Club Comtois or Le Pont de Veux, which was the team who won it, the French Championship last year, so 2 years ago, sorry, there was just the French team from Paris who won it every time the championship. Right now with these newcomers, new teams coming up, of course will make as well the possibility for all the teams to improve it, as well as the Club Comtois. And as you said, one player can really, with the training, with some other point of view, make improve the team. And as we saw Club Comtois, with one new guy, he put it back to the top. It's really interesting to see, because right now it's a 2-2 after a couple of minutes, guys.
The defensive number 17 for Club Comtois.
It's a great point for Comtois. Who will take the lead right now?
That's a point to Tan Nguyen from Club Comtois. Oh, and a foot on line. We saw a few foot on line in the first game today as well. It can be a difficult court to play on this, a lot of space around the court.
I think as well, being live sometimes, people are like anxiety regarding to be live, so you don't want to make any mistakes and like to be like, I don't want to show my bad part of Tchoukball, so sometimes can happen something like this as well. But right now, Club Comtois already take the lead with a 2 points gap. I should not talk. I said a 2 point lead, and Chaux-de-Fonds coming back with incredible points. The high shoot. Let's see what Comtois will coming up, because they need to put this up the game as well. Oh. Yep.
Whoopsie is called there.
It's difficult to see when they're so close to the line.
It is very difficult. Yep. As we said yesterday, referees can only ref on what they see. And sometimes it is very hard to see if the ball goes down or not in front of a defender.
Beautiful shot there.
But in the end, it's just a frame. A referee from Serrano call it.
What a shame.
And we switch to the opposite side. Let's see what the Chaux-de-Fonds will do. They're going to shoot with number 25, who's getting a point. The back draw 4-4 after 5 minutes. The game feels like it's kind of slow.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slow start to the morning, really. Like to see a bit more fire out there on the pitch. And a point to number 1 from Club Comtois.
He used that option pass well there, fooled Chaux-de-Fonds a little bit. But they came back quickly.
Monsieur Mathieu? I think so. Maybe this is the second shirt, and also they changed something like numbers, so can happen. Now he's coming to shoot as well. Maybe a 6-5. Great look to the defense. The gap was there. Defense was in delay.
Number 17, Emmanuel Lethier. Probably, actually. Pronunciations will be botched a bit. Another frame. A few mistakes in this game as well to start off. As we said, it's a bit slow.
Everyone's tired from yesterday.
Already are looking for a long day, because remember today we are playing until 7 p.m. which, if I remember correctly, is the last game we commentating.
Yes.
So you are looking really to like chill out. It's a long day.
Don't want to expend all your energy right at the beginning. But you don't want to play it poorly and not use enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Not put enough effort, not be proactive enough.
And really, it is the Swiss team would be expected to win this game as well.
Maybe he's looking to taking the first period relaxing and don't play that much forward. See as well how the French team play, and afterwards on the second and third period shut down all the shot coming from the French guys. But let's see, because really French guys are really give a lot, because they are point to point with one of the best team we can see on the Winners' Cup.
Yes, definitely. That was a good shot there. Quite high second line-ish shot from the Swiss. Ooh. Nice and low, that one.
French coming back quickly.
Keeping neck to neck here. It's
8 all over 8.5 minutes to go.
Rain cold.
There's a few people with glasses out there as well today, isn't it, from Club Comtois? Any of you played with glasses before for Tchoukball? What's the feelings?
I tend to avoid it, and the ball's red enough that I hope I can see it as it comes towards me.
And another frame there.
I am lucky enough to not use glasses, so I can't give any feedback regarding that. Well, I mean, you have as well the sports glasses, which help a lot because it's a more plastic thing, more rubber.
I can see that on player number 12.
Great point from number 17 there.
It's not a point, unfortunately. They call it line touch. So now you can see a little bit more of the. Also, the Club Comtois accelerate the game.
Speed's picking up.
What's going on for Swiss team playing 6? They have an issue, that's because I think their companion.
And there he gets his point number 17, Manuel Lequier.
Oh, okay.
Just had to have a shirt. They had a change of players. Number 27 came off for number 10. I don't think 10 was quite ready.
It wasn't. It wasn't ready to change right now, maybe.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe number 27 from the Chaux-de-Fonds is the Swiss male team coach. The Swiss did quite an interesting way of doing it. Their male
27?
coach, yeah, Letty just came off. Their male, the
Oh,
coach
yeah.
of the male team is a female player, and the coach of the female team is a male player for their national squads.
Is yeah, should be like the female coach the male or the male coach the female.
And there was a obstruction there. It's a great shot, but it was shot into one of their own players and then not given us a point. That's quite a frustrating one, really.
So close yet so far.
Brilliant shot there from number 95.
The Chaux-de-Fonds seem to have picked up the speed quite a bit now. The shots coming in much faster, and the switches are really beginning to fool Comtois.
I still need to cut the mistakes down, though, to get a lead. Both teams here. Too many mistakes. And as we just said, too many mistakes.
Feels a bit hasty.
I think as well that the Chaux-de-Fonds tried to pick it up the pace, as you said, Tara. But the thing is that the Chaux-de-Fonds have already shown as well how their Tchoukball is a little bit more clean right now during the last part of the period. That make them well in a point. As a great save from number 59 from the Chaux-de-Fonds.
Very slow attack from Comtois, though. Taking that ball from standstill on the switch. You're not
Gives
gaining
Chaux-de-Fonds a lot
anything
more
from
time.
that. Good defense there from and good attack. Chaux-de-Fonds.
Gaining slight lead now, 12-9 to Chaux-de-Fonds.
Well, you can say as well one thing, as we see in the game. We talked yesterday, maybe regarding Weimar and Ursus, our young players. In Comtois, you can see kind of experienced guy, maybe?
Yeah, it's a bit of an older squad, one can say. It's quite a mix.
That incomplete pass there cost Comtois, however. Poor switch led to a point from Chaux-de-Fonds. Something I've got to be aware of.
So the obstruction, I think, is from number 0 to number 19. So the ball going back to the Chaux-de-Fonds instead of giving the point to Comtois.
It's just way too many mistakes in this period.
Coming from both teams, though.
Both teams, indeed. But I think
Comtois
that's
is
why
slightly
it's so close as well. If you keep missing the passes, you're not going to score points.
Sadly, no.
Great defense there. Yeah, we got great attack,
That was
bringing
very
that
well
back.
read from number 5 from Chaux-de-Fonds. You could see the defensive there and ready. So instead of a straight turnover, we just had a nice switch.
I mean, the idea of Tchoukball from Club Comtois is pretty good. I mean, you want to switch. The problem is you don't arrive to the last passes and making it right. So you can't go to the point, because the idea is very nice. Like, I put everybody on one side, I push to the other side, but still. Is a given point now for the Chaux-de-Fonds. We are arriving to 15-9. Right now, Chaux-de-Fonds took really a big gap lead in just a couple of moments.
Still, it doesn't seem, because of the mistakes as well, it doesn't really seem like the game is...
No, it's a bit stop-start.
So it doesn't seem like one team is really doing that much better than the other. And you would sort of expect Chaux-de-Fonds to punish Comtois for their mistakes a bit more. Instead, they're really making just as many mistakes.
Ooh, what a great defense from number 22. Unfortunately for the landing, but really, he took it all inches to grab the ball.
Brilliant defending there. Another good shot from number 5, Emile Guina.
We know.
Right now it's just the last 1 minute 45 till the end of the first period, and the Chaux-de-Fonds have a 6-point lead, so it's kind of interesting to see how the Swiss team can grow up their lead and how the French team, who, remember, yesterday lose unfortunately for just 2 points gap with Lemaitre, which we can say was the one of the match point to point as well. As yesterday we saw a lot of great match as well. Maybe the final match of the first group, the group A, if I remember correctly, which was Tussaking-Hausen versus Ferrara, which was a really amazing match. And today as well, I will say, was prepared to like a more one-side match. But 11-17 is a good score gap for Comtois for coming back maybe in the second third.
Definitely. Sadly, that switch there wasn't quite good enough to fool Comtois. Came a little short.
Yeah.
The idea was good. The execution, sadly, was not quite on point.
Which really seems to be a theme in this game.
It is. You'd expect from this higher level Tchoukball not so many shorts, not so many frames, certainly not as many dropped balls.
Exactly.
I think as well that they played as well in yesterday match. In the meantime,
Great shot there.
really great.
Number 18, Simon Letier.
5 seconds till the end. The shoot is going up, pick it up, and the 12-18 is the end of the first period for the Chaux-de-Fonds, who took the lead. Girls, first period, as you said during the commentary, lots of mistakes from both parts, a little bit more from Club Comtois.
I think the atmosphere on their bench though is a lot more energetic. And I think they have more people in the first place. That will help. But Chaux-de-Fonds is quite a quiet team at the moment. There's not a lot of vocalization happening compared to Comtois. I think they're trying to motivate themselves.
I think as well that the Chaux-de-Fonds are really looking up, because afterwards they have some important match. Just to remember it, they are playing the C in the group with Sarum, if I remember correctly, and Treiskirchen. I think that's two match will be really interesting, because in both groups you have the feeling. If you saw just the name of the team, don't look like how they play. 3 teams are on top and the other 3 like on bottom, so you're like looking like I need to play these 2 matches which are really important, and Le Chaux-de-Fonds need to play both matches as a Treiskirchen and Saronno-Castor in the same day, so today, so it will be really interesting.
Yes, of course, with the groups as well, 6 teams in each group, and that means 5 games over the 2 days. So yesterday evening, most teams would have played 1 game, meaning they have a full day of 4 matches today. It'd be exhausting for all teams, and maybe that's why we're seeing a more relaxed atmosphere.
Conserve energy a bit. We should probably take you through the teams whilst we have a moment.
Yes,
So-
of course.
And
For Comtois,
please. No.
we have Fred Arnoux, Thomas Burrier, Asma Drioche, Sylvain Frisot, Marie Henriet, Mathieu Henriet, Emmanuel Lethier, Simon Lethier, siblings again, Michel Jérôme, I'm
Nguyen?
so sorry for that name. Didier Porcelot and Thibaut Perry. Whilst Chaux-de-Fonds have Gaël Sibert, Guillaume Cuche, Émile Guinon, Axel Cuche, Nangita Antonioli, Benjamin Flor, Nicolas Guyot, Martin Dons, and Gaëtan Peter.
Just would like to fix one of my issues I did before. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Le Chaux-de-Fonds and the Club Comtois is in the group of Ferrara, Bulls and Tussekenghauser. I made a mistake. It is the Marine Panthers playing with Sarana and Triskiken.
And we're off for the second, third.
12-18, or 18-12 even, in favour of Chaux-de-Fonds.
Well,
19-12 right
19-12,
now.
19-12. Let's see if Chaux-de-Fonds brings it in this period and ups their game a bit. As we said, they are by all means favourites to win, and obviously one of two Swiss teams in this competition.
A great shot, I would say. Great pass, switch aside, which was really interesting because really was well made. And the Chaux-de-Fonds wasn't there. That's pretty good.
Oh,
But
there's
now,
another great pitch. Oh, great from number 12 there, stepping in.
Very well read.
Again, good defense.
I would say Club Comtois is always like you're feeling like the team is not there. I play with them in Dominic Fox and not as EWC. It's a team where you really are looking like, okay, everything's fine, no problem at all. We have the ball, we have the point.
And that's a great point to number 10 there from Chaux-de-Fonds, punishing Club Comtois for doing a first-time shot straight into the defense.
Really, when you're looking like, okay, I make the point, they are always there. It's a great defense. Either the age you feel like you should not be there. Instead, they are always there, and it's pretty amazing for the defense side.
Exactly. Long ball there, no defense inside.
No,
Oh,
correct.
point call. Stepping
Incredible
into the D
effort there.
there, stepping into the D to try and get that ball.
Sadly in Tchoukball, it's not the thought that counts.
If only.
Well, Club Comtois with another mistake. Sad about that because really, maybe all their mistakes are ending to making bigger the gap from the two teams,
Afraid their
unfortunately.
mistakes are costing them points at the moment, as we just saw there. But Chaux-de-Fonds are converting those and making the most of it.
That's
any
good. And that's
champion
why
team
they're
would.
gaining a lead as well. We're now 9 points up for Chaux-de-Fonds, 22-13.
Now it's coming to shoot. It's calling the landing. This is another topic which really is interesting to talk about. Now we are focusing in the match. Landing stuff is really important and really.
And a foot online.
It's just small mistakes like these that catch teams out. So often we saw that Mari and I were watching the Berry versus
Ferrara.
Ferrara game before. Bits and pieces that were catching out Berry was just these simple foot lines landings that just sadly gained a lead for Ferrara. So,
Great point there from number 5. Luna.
A great fake pass, which make the difference really going down, and you saw the highway created and a simple point, either a good shoot from the Chaux-de-Fonds. Oh, that's pretty amazing, but unfortunately was touching the line. Lucky was not a given point or false, by the way.
But yeah, Club Comtois brought 12 players to the tournament. Oh. Good
effort. You can't fault them for their effort. They are giving everything at the moment.
Definitely. I mean, in a tournament like this, having a full team with 12, which is the max people can take with, is in some ways an advantage. Great point there again from number 17. They can be a disadvantage as well, I guess. And as you see, Club Comtois would have a playing coach. So getting substitutions in a heat of the game can always be difficult.
It's one of those things you partially need to pre-plan so you know who's coming on when, for who and where. Otherwise it's a lot for a playing coach to try and control or coordinate even.
Now, what did you say right now was like how really is important as well?
Short to number 17, point to Chaux-de-Fonds.
How is important to as well to get the gap in the field. How you need to have the position right, because a ball can go as well to the other side of the pitch, and it's really important to have a person nearby looking to be there in point, and not like going everybody forward or everybody behind.
Great shot there from number 18, Martin
Donze.
Donze.
We need to ask for each team to tell us their pronunciation. That will be really helpful sometime. Anyway, Chaux-de-Fonds now has his 11-point lead with 9:22 and 20 to play.
Ball.
No!
Oh, great catch there.
Ooh!
And great second line from number 59 for Chaux-de-Fonds.
The Swiss focus so much on accuracy in their passing. They try pretty much every time, straight to the hands when it's from a long ball.
And you can see they're a more experienced team as well with the accuracy of the passes. Obviously, even if they do make mistakes.
They adapt to them well.
Exactly.
But obviously, you like as fewer mistakes in Tchoukball as possible.
Like this?
Easier said than done.
Exactly.
It is the fastest paced handball sport in
That's
the world.
what they say, yes.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. I guess you have more turnovers.
Yeah. Do you think
Especially
how quickly a ball
then.
can switch from one end to the other? A match less than a second, you can find it at the other end. A lovely shot once again from Comtois.
Number 18, Simon Lepier.
They're really trying to pick up the atmosphere here, motivate themselves.
Unlucky.
Lucky for the defence there.
Good second line effort from Comtois number 15 though.
They're really going for that one.
You can always feel it in your elbows. Hear them hit the floor.
I mean, we saw as well as we're talking a lot adaptive and improve Tchoukball, like really evolve. We are more looking to see a more faster pace in front of the frame than in moving the ball, switching sides. If you
Point
think,
there to number 8, Benjamin Flock.
if you think about 5 years ago, when I started to play Tchoukball, was more like thinking out, picking up the pace on the passes, any passes he was looking for. But now it's more like, okay, great pass to the shooter, and then from them really be fast as you can to put the defense in a bad spot. That's how it should be evolved. I mean, the evolution of Tchoukball is different from championship to championship, from nation to nation.
Oh, foot online called. Or knee online, I think we can say in that position,
Yep.
really. Obviously giving us a short by the end ref there because it was a movement towards the frame. Oh, great second line there from number 95.
Oh,
That was
that
exceptionally well
was a
converted.
cheeky spin on the frame. He saw the 60-degree free, and I was like, okay, guys, you give me that, I will take it.
Okay, and obviously Chaux-de-Fonds gaining the lead up by 13 here, 31-18, but it's still a very slow game in a sense, not a very high-speed game this morning.
Certainly not like we saw between Ferrara and Eckenhausen yesterday.
Completely different
Right.
level.
Teams seem to be teams and players seem to be thinking a lot more about what they're going to produce.
Maybe as well it's the kind of Tchoukball. The Swiss Tchoukball is every time more like thinking.
Very nice turnover from Comtois there.
Brilliant from number 17, Emmanuel Lethier. And obviously both right shooters here. You have number 17, Emmanuel Lethier, and 18, Simon Lethier. Top scoring hero brothers. They seem to be the ones really churning out the points here for Club Comtois. Great defense. See number 27 from Chaux-de-Fonds.
Very well thought there.
There was a great commission from both shooter, a great pass and a great shoot. Make really everything so simple for them. Right now I think so Club Comtois is just looking to more and more gain experience from this match. It's the first experience in the Winter Cup. It's a 14 points. Everything is possible in Tchoukball. But you are starting to feel the gap of experience from these two teams. 3 seconds. This is the one that kind of fall.
Yeah, first time we've seen that
quite a
on
rarity.
field A.
It's not a common occurrence in Tchoukball. You don't get the backline pass out in time.
It's more like I have the idea that referee as well are looking more to, yes, tell you to be fast, but
Great
not
choice
to.
there on the option ball as well, choosing to turn that back and playing it across.
And again.
And they're giving the 3 seconds a few times here.
Great sportsmanship there from Chaux-de-Fonds.
Clearly not agreeing with the referee's
No.
decision to call that. Oh, great switch. Having Club Comtois on their backs here, and a great finish from number 10, Alcibier.
I'm afraid Chaux-de-Fonds left Comtois in the dust a bit there.
They're clearly enjoying themselves out on the court, 16 points up now.
Yeah, now they have a bit of a lead. You can feel the atmosphere is lessened in tension a little bit.
And obviously all the girls out on, at least in, oh great shooting, completely past the defense there, giving him almost an open 45-degree angle on that switch.
And, this is what you wasn't looking for. Fast-paced passes in front of the frame in the D, and this is
Nice
what
catch
he
from
was
the
looking as well from Club Chaux-de-Fonds.
Frame given there, keeping to the charter, number 5 from Chaux-de-Fonds. I think this is also what we can see in the difference between the two teams. As we said before, you have the 2 right shooters on Club Comtois that seems to be doing really getting most of the points for them, but a lot of more stagnant shooting, less dynamic, not as quick on the switches. And then we see a quick switch, which is really what we want to see at this level.
Just leaves the defence open, wide open.
Creating those spaces for shooters.
Makes it a lot easier to shoot into when there's space.
Exactly, you don't really want to be shooting at a defender.
It's not ideal.
Oh,
One
the
long
idea
pass
was
too
good.
many.
The idea was good. Try to move the defense, try to make something working, but unfortunately, the pass was not that good. Instead,
Another stagnant switch, but makes up for it with the 3rd switch there.
Sometimes though that's the key to, if your first switch might be slower, but the next 2 will be faster and fool the defence into thinking that there'll be another too slow ones to come.
Option pass there. Number 18, and he gets the point. This is Simon Lettier.
It's a nice shot. It's always very low.
And the end of the second period, 22-39, just 20 seconds.
Great catch there, but giving us a foot on line. Of course, it's not an advantage given other than frames in Tchoukball on mistakes.
And we can say we end in the second third with a result of 22-40 for the Chaux-de-Fonds, who are taking a big gap lead for them.
It's a very low score.
Tchoukball! ETBF edition!
Whether they should be playing simpler Tchoukball really if they can't make those long balls count.
Strip it back down to basics, build yourselves up again, and then reintroduce those complex plays. I reckon they might up the game in the final third. We've seen them play much better than they are currently.
Exactly.
So.
But we do think that Chaux-de-Fonds will come away with the win for this game. It just remains to see how much they will win by and how the third period will go, really.
I would be very surprised if Comtois made a comeback to win right now. Amazed, but surprised.
What is really important as well to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that if all the three teams, I will say Chaux-de-Fonds, Rebels and Taiskik and Tschukball, sorry, my apologies. Both winning and losing against each other, we will need to see as well the head-to-head differences, and if are the same, you will see the points scored. So I think as well Chaux-de-Fonds would like to win with more gap differences for trying to have the upper hands, because really just 1 point can make the difference from going to the semi-final for the first fourth place and the semi-final for the fifth, eighth place.
Exactly. So Club Comtois are, as we've mentioned before, is their first appearance at the European Winners' Cup, having won the double of the Coupe de France and the French Championships last season, and they've also reclaimed their Coupe de France title this year.
Okay, we are still waiting for the whistle, guys.
So keen to play.
It was looking to
Very
play.
keen. Looking for that comeback now, seeing how they can go.
So it was so funny because really, it was like, I want to play, please. Let me start without doing nothing, like without whistling.
True, it's a rare occurrence. You see a Tchoukball player not willing to play.
And that's sounded framey there.
It did have an odd sound to it, but
Points given, so we're not.
I think so. What the referee was thinking is more like, if the rules of the mirror
Great
was
wide shot there. Brilliant down the line from number 5.
if the rules of the mirror was going through or not. So I think so. He saw the mirror of the rules going through. So say, okay, here's a point.
Oh, face shot. Oh, she's
they always catch you by surprise.
We saw a couple of one yesterday in the Tchoukball for Rebels match, we say.
girl hit in the face yesterday as well. Not very courteous of the boys there, is it?
I see how it is.
Obviously the girls in this competition holding their grounds as well. Most of them will be either have been representing at nationals last year for the European Championship or will be representing their nations at the World Championships in Malaysia this summer. Great point there from number 25, Pita.
At EWC, it's essential to have a female player on the court at all times. Tchoukball is, in this case, this tournament, a mixed sport. Not that it's contact, thankfully.
No, it's one of the few sports where mixed works as well. Obviously, a lot of teams there's only a few leagues in Europe that will play with this rule in their teams, in their national leagues, really.
Swiss did last year, remember?
Wow.
Great wide shot there from 25.
0 degree really is one of the shots which you will see and really being amazed about how really you put it on. And the ball coming to the commentary box and they hard to beat us. I mean, at least me. I mean, a 0 degree shot is every time what you're looking for is a really expression of how Chuk will improve. But right now, another,
that was dead on.
Chaux-de-Fonds really fooling Comtois there with the switches. They're falling over each other.
Exactly. Strong switching there. And of course from a team, brilliant shot, just past the left knee of number 25.
The Swiss teams do spend a lot of time training their switches to make sure they're fooling other people and exceptionally accurate.
Oh, that's very unlucky.
Good effort there from the coach.
I think now as well the French team is a little bit in a hurry because they are scared to be counted the 3 seconds.
That's definitely great wide shot there. 25 have put quite a few past the Comtois defence.
Making the most of that.
There's
wide
now a
shot they've got.
20-point lead to Chaux-de-Fonds.
Comtois seems to be shooting quite high, other than that one from Chaux-de-Fonds. Balls flying into the commentary box.
I think
foot in a boot.
I think we are like magnetic for this ball. I saw a lot of balls come by.
Clearly they're not liking our commentary.
No, up our game.
So a 20-point lead here, 10 minutes, 11 seconds to go of the last third in this game.
11 minutes maybe.
And, great, brilliant shoot back there. Great defense and just quick bounce back on that frame.
Side to side is a point-to-point match now. It's not anymore like I want to defend. It's more like I want to give the best shot. And
Number 17 still laughing that he managed to pull that through the bar.
I would be too.
And another great shot from number 17.
It's really got that height that helps. You can get right over the frame to produce a variety of different angles.
I think they are just the two players trying to shoot. It's like a match
Between
against
those
the two,
two?
between the two. Yes, indeed.
Wonder if the competition between the competition in the family of who can get the most points in a game. I think number 17's great hands there from number 10. Had that red.
behind.
Seen a lot of people stepping too far out of the court.
Yes.
It's hard to follow the lines, it seems, in this.
As we say, it's just such a big hole as well. And with most teams, we know at least great shot there, wide shot from number 25, but especially as we know from the United Kingdom, there's most games are just played in very small holes and you barely have
Really
any
little
place.
space.
So you know really where the lines are going, while
That was a beautiful fake pass there from number 22. Really full Chaux-de-Fonds. No, I think you should come to Germany more often to halls with space in.
definitely obviously helps to have handball halls. They're slightly bigger. Great wide shot. And as we said, we keep seeing more and more of the wide shots in Tchoukball in general, and definitely we've seen a lot of them in this competition from the higher level teams.
Very much pushing the boundaries of the court to their limits.
Last pass, number 17 going to shoot. Oh!
Lucky there for
Almost
number
had
8.
a-
He's there.
Just slipped through his hands.
But it's coming up in another time. The competition, maybe, nope. I was hoping for another shot from number 25, but still.
Just missed the frame there. There's such a fine margin of error when you're trying to hit a wide shot. It can so easily go wrong. Oh,
Great spin there, straight into that
very
gap.
sneaky shot from number 8.
Seeing where the defenders are and using the gaps. Well caught there.
Great defense as well. He's everywhere. He makes the point in a one frame and they defend in the other.
Good regaining speed there from number 25, having had a light obstruction but choosing to play on.
Now we see Comtois try again to make the switches, but unfortunately,
He's just too hasty there, thinking about his next pass, but not thinking about the ball he had to catch.
this is something you try to learn as well in Tchoukball. Like, you need to, before to think about the next action, catch the ball, and afterwards think about what's next.
Have it in the back of your mind as to what potential passes or shots you have.
Indeed.
Great point there, straight in the gap between the right shooter and the defender.
What do you think?
And it's still a 20-point lead to Chaux-de-Fonds, so we're literally seeing a point-to-point game in this third.
I think Comtois have upped their game though now. They're no longer losing points. The gap isn't getting bigger. We're at a steady 20. Not that that's a margin you really want to see, but
With this level, it's to be expected, of course. And you can see as well, obviously, as champions of the French league, you can see
overshot that one a bit.
you see the different levels of league, national leagues as well, of course. The Swiss team finishing second, both for men and women's, in last year European Championships. Italy obviously came out on top, and this is very much reflected in
Oh, unlucky!
the EWC as well. You see a reflection from European Championships table. French finished lower down.
Yeah. If you think about that as well, in the European Championship, the Swiss girls was getting really a big fight with Italy. It was as well one extra time for deciding the winner. And it was an amazing match. As well, one of the things as well, the Swiss male got a little bit the downgrade. You see more Austria, Germany going upwards with Italy. Italy, last European Championship, really, we can say the final was really
Great
for
catch
Italy.
there.
Was a really amazing catch there in the 4 minutes ending for the match. There are 22 points differences right now, 21, as you said. and 21 by now. 3 minutes 45. Right now is just the end of the game. Teams are like looking to end the game well, and to just not to.
And Chaux-de-Fonds really just keeping with Comtois, really not really pushing ahead to gain more of a point advantage, but maybe taking a bit of a backseat. Still playing great Tchoukball, but taking it a bit slower and preserving their energy for later games today. Great point there.
And what you think is like Pont de Veux, maybe the first sorry, not Pont de Veux, but Chaux-de-Fonds. I missed it. I still have a cup with Winners' Cup. The Chaux-de-Fonds are looking to grow up as well a little bit the gap. And I think they improved the game during the match. Before the first period, you was looking to the big side.
There from number 59. It's great to see the girls shooting and holding their own.
I haven't seen her shoot that often, but when she does shoot, it's very often scoring.
Axel Kuj.
And I mean, the Chaux-de-Fonds tried to pick it up as well. The game
Holds.
was a landing, so needs to stop from there. Start the action.
Bit of a strange pass there. Not quite sure where that was
I
going.
think he was a bit surprised that he was about to switch and there was no one there. Caught him off guard. Tensions in the Comtois camp.
Interesting shot there as well. Didn't quite look like it was going to go there, but more or less dropped on the frame to come out at that angle.
When I was talking as well yesterday, in the meantime, with
Short to number 20.
what I was seeing as well from talking with some of the people looking the game, feel like as well some games are more like paced down, as we talked as well before. I think this game as well, you see 60 points, which is really a lot of points, but in some way, if you see like the Tchoukball with Ferrara, now you think how the pace of the game of that match was really bit higher as well, level of the teams and everything, talking about it. There's differences.
Good point there, number 22.
Found that gap very nicely.
Sylvian Fiesel.
He is the coach. Well,
Playing coach.
Ow! Oh, ball fine.
We're okay,
Okay,
we're okay.
okay.
Running straight into number 11 there, who'd paid down.
I mean, us as player as well, sometimes we are feeling we are in the game, so it's like, ouch, please. And last 30 seconds, a lot of mistakes in the meantime from Club Comtois. I think so they are already thinking about next match as well.
Exactly. And off with now
And point.
27-point lead there to Chaux-de-Fonds over Club Comtois. 13 seconds to go.
And I think with this shot we will finish. No, maybe with the shot of number 8, which is scored. And ladies and gentlemen, we finished the game with a 64-36 for the Chaux-de-Fonds. Club Comtois doesn't get the possibility in the second third to catch as well, which was the difference gap.
Yeah, I think Chaux-de-Fonds really came to their game and were able to keep really quite a comfortable lead there. As we said, a very slow start to the game overall, but we've seen Chaux-de-Fonds really play quite well. Shortly we will have some post-match interviews with two of the players, one from Club Comtois and one from Chaux-de-Fonds, with Tara Grenea. But yeah, it was a good game, but a bit of a slow game to start. Obviously, second game of the day here over on Field A in Sportshalle Herbenstrasse. in Rodewormwold. Probably butchered the pronunciation on that, but that's how it goes. We can't all speak perfect German, and you can see Guildford team are coming on the court now for the next game on Field A. We will not be here with live commentary, but we'll be back for the game at 12 o'clock. Let's just find the game schedule.
I know from the SC Weimar versus Guildford Inferno right now. Afterwards should be the Marine Partners versus Treiskirchen versus Serrano Castor. One of the match I'm looking forward. Austrian really are trying to up the pace of the game. Italian teams, we saw, as we said as well, last European Championship was demolished all the teams. Now we are looking maybe for some interview. We try to see if someone is looking forward. Yes, we have a guy looking from the Chaux-de-Fonds. I would like to hear a couple more things for them.
And we're still waiting for the post-match interviews to start. But we'll, yes, as we said, next up will be Treiskirchen from Austria versus Serrano Castor from Italy.
Which will be commentated. But the next match, as we said,
Oh, yeah.
is your Guildford Inferno versus my IC Weimar. There is a little bit of fight in the commentary box now.
Obviously off the microphone, of course. We'll save you for that. Guildford will be commentated live for their 5:30 game versus Ursus Rybnik, a game which last year they came away with a 1-point lead.
And so I think we are ready. So we pass towards our commentary box with Tiara. Please.
Okay.
So I am here with Amy Greenall, player from Les Chaux-de-Fonds, who have just won their match 64-36. Excellent shooting today, well played.
Thanks.
How do you feel the match went for you?
So it was great, but we have some difficulty at the beginning. But during the match we can do better and better, and then we were just good in defense, attack. It was just great. Yes.
Yes, you took a pretty big lead in the end.
Yeah.
You're playing
Yeah.
Lemaitre next. How are you feeling for that game? What have you got to improve on, continue doing?
Yeah, we can improve the beginning of the match, specifically in the defense, because we have to be stronger just from the beginning to the end of the match. So it is the aim for the next match.
It's a good aim to have.
Yeah.
How's the tournament been for you so far? It's a busy day today. You're looking forward to the rest of the day?
Yeah, it's a very long day, but we take match after match and just try to rest a little bit between the match, and it's a great, good organization, and we are enjoying.
Enjoy the breaks. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
We are now joined by Thomas Gourier, player from Florence's team Comtois. Well played, commiserations. It was a good match though.
Yeah.
What do you feel went well for you during the match?
I think that we really have to learn about other team here, because the play is very different than in France. It's faster, and the shot is already on 0, and in France we don't know this, so we really have to learn about it, and I think it will be better and better.
You're playing Ferrara Bulls later from Italy, last year's champions.
Yeah. Uh,
How are you feeling about that match? Feeling prepared after this one? Do you need a bit of a break?
Yeah, it's really, as I said, it's really different. In France, We have some very different match. Here we really have to learn about it, and yeah, the French Championship is really, really different. So we hope that the learning that we have here help us for the future and the future match here during the EWC.
Yeah, definitely improved as the game went on. Your standard of play got higher at each point. How are you feeling about the tournament in general? What are your hopes for the tournament?
We really want to win a match, and we hope that we will do this in 2 matches normally. Yeah, we really want to learn more and more about the different team here, because we are very young in Tchoukball, at the Tchoukball Club Comtois, but also in France. So we really have to learn about other teams, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, and others also. So.
Well, no better place to learn than a tournament like this. So good luck for your next match.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. And go head back to our commentary box and join us later live for our next, not this match, but the one after.